All right. Buckle up, fight fans, cause Uncle Ace here to break down a brawl that was more electrifying than a preacher on a sugar high. We talking Bruce Carrington, the shoo-shoo sensation, taking on Brian DeGracia in a featherweight showdown that had the crowd jumping out their seats faster than a Roach Motel gets shut down. This ain't your mama's knitting circle, folks. This is 8 rounds of pure, unadulterated, pugilistic mayhem. Now, Bruce Carrington, this dude's a rising star. Undefeated flashy footwork and a jab sharper than a gossip auntie's tongue. But tonight he was facing a hungry contender, Brian DeGracia. DeGracia. They call him El Nitro. And let me tell you something, this dude exploded out of the gate like a firecracker on the 4th of July. He was all aggression, fists flying like angry pigeons, trying to turn Carrington into a punching bag. First couple rounds were a blur of movement. Carrington, cool and composed, picking DeGracia apart with jabs like a sculptor chiseling a masterpiece. DeGracia, wild but determined, throwing everything he had at Carrington, hoping to land one big shot to turn the tide. It was a whirlwind of punches, a dance between a viper and a mongoose, neither one willing to back down. The crowd was going crazy, yelling louder than a pack of hyenas at a buffet. They craved a knockout, a moment of pure, glorious brutality. But both fighters were too skilled, too smart to fall for the first flashy move. It was a strategic chess match played at lightning speed, both men waiting for the other to make a mistake. Then, in the 4th round, bam, Carrington throws this right hook that landed cleaner than a Sunday dinner plate. DeGracia wobbled like a toddler on roller skates, and for a second there, folks thought it was over. But DeGracia, bless his heart, is a tough hombre. He weathered the storm, shook his head like a dog coming out to the pool, and came back fighting. The next few rounds were a back-and-forth battle. Carrington, sticking to his jab and move strategy, frustrated DeGracia like a fly buzzing around a bald head. DeGracia, desperate for a knockout, started swinging wildly, looking more like a windmill than a boxer. The ref had to step in a couple of times, warning DeGracia to clean up his act or get disqualified faster than you can say instant replay. By the 7th round, DeGracia was a gassed-out mess. His punches were slow as molasses in December, and his defense was about as effective as a screen door on a submarine. Carrington, seeing the opportunity, went in for the kill. He unleashed a flurry of punches, a combination so fast it'd make a hummingbird look sluggish. DeGracia went down like a sack of potatoes, and the ref didn't even bother counting. 8th round TKO victory for Bruce Carrington. Now, some folks might say DeGracia was too aggressive, that he burned himself out too early. Maybe. But let me tell you something, this dude came to fight. He gave it his all, left everything in the ring. You gotta respect that kind of heart, even in defeat. For Bruce Carrington, this win was a statement. It showed he ain't just about fancy footwork and jabs. He can bang too, and when he needs to, he can turn up the heat and turn a fight into a sizzle reel. This dude's got the skills, the power, and the killer instinct to become a champion. But the fight game is a fickle mistress, folks. 1 minute you're on top, the next minute you're knocked down to size. Carrington got to keep his head down, keep training hard, because the road to the top is paved with tough opponents and even tougher challenges. But if this fight is any indication, then Bruce Carrington, the shoo-shoo sensation, is here to stay, and he ain't taking no prisoners. Now, this ain't just about the fighters, y'all. This is about the future of boxing. We're witnessing a new generation of young, hungry athletes stepping into the ring, keeping the sweet science alive. Carrington's a prime example of that. He's got the talent, the charisma, and the swagger to bring new fans to the sport. This ain't your grandpappy's boxing anymore. This is fast-paced, action-packed, and more exciting than a Netflix binge with unlimited snacks. So what are you waiting for? Fight fans, keep your eyes peeled for Bruce Carrington.